Like, I don't even want to know what type of expression she's making. This is how I thought my art looked like versus how it actually looks like. There's a arch I fix now. So I have a challenge for you guys. I want you to make a YouTube video where you either follow my tutorials or you fix my art. It could be a short or a YouTube video or a TikTok. I don't really care. There are no rules, no blockers with it. And you just even leave the link of your video. Or you can use the hashtag fixing Kooleen's art at the turntable.
And here we are. First of all, thanks everyone for supporting my channel. I was really ecstatic, literally bouncing off the walls when I saw my channel hit the 200 subscriber mark. I kid you not, I've been messaging so many people about this milestone, and honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. Starting from now, I will focus on making better quality videos, and hopefully you guys are here for all of it. Okay, sounds sentimental, but anyway, Kooleen mentioned in her video that she wants us to fix her artwork, and honestly, from a marketing perspective, it's brilliant. Half of her videos on YouTube are just fixing and roasting other people's art. So, good job, Kooleen. Because honestly, this kinda went viral when you posted it, so props to you. I ignored the video at first. I'd really just listed it down on my little notes app and went on with my day. I posted the video that boosted my account to 200 subscribers. I literally love you guys, and focused on school. Then I started scrolling through TikTok and saw so many people roasting and fixing her artwork. So I decided to take that opportunity to try my hand at quote-unquote fixing her artwork. So everyone, let's hold each other's hands and frolic in the sea of flowers that is Kooleen's Instagram. First up, we have this drawing. I know what half of you might say, oh, this is literally an old picture. It's not fair. Well, valid, but like, go flip a coin, and if it lands on heads, then I care, I guess. Anyway, back to the drawing. When I was on my deep dive into the deeper areas of her YouTube channel, I found this picture. Right off the bat, I can see some, well, technical difficulties, face difficulties if you will, but don't worry, Mr. Kim is here to help. There are things wrong with this picture that don't sit right with me, like, why does she look like she's posing for a candid picture, but the candid part is her staring at something while confused while trying to look sultry? I have no idea what I just said. So I took a turn with this drawing. I made her eyes look less generic, facetuned the hell out of this chick, and got rid of those disgusting lips. Okay, that's a little overreaction, but anyway. As for the nose, I just made it look less wrong. The angle was a little off, so of course I just tweaked it a little bit. Nothing really special. Then I moved on to the eyes and makeup. I noticed that the original art looked kinda muddy. Like, I remember she used one flat brush for everything. Hashtag one size fits all, but it made the piece look weird. There are sharp corners that look pretty unfinished. So I'm fixing that right now. And then I made her juicy lips. I'm jumping off a cliff. And overall, started fixing the rendering. Don't mind the iPhone, it's just straight from Google. Don't bully me in the comments, and we're done! I believe I elevated this image. It looks like it has seasonings now, so it looks pretty good. Now, I want to share my 2 cents on Kooleen's artwork before I continue this video. All I have to say is, as someone who's made artworks for YouTube, I understand why it doesn't look like there's much effort. Every artwork she does for YouTube specifically looks a bit compromised. Of course, she's not gonna put too much effort into a piece for a video. I might be overanalyzing, but if you ask me, her art style is great. I think people are overreacting a little bit. It's objectively appealing. Remember, we all have to tell ourselves this, that there will always be people out there who will appreciate artwork at any level. Let's stop hating on each other's art style and appreciate the art itself. Hating the person, however, well, do it if they're a bad person in general, so yeah. Anyway, back to fixing her artwork. Next, we have this dude. Honestly, this one is pretty nice. Overall, it's not as bad as most of her old artwork. He does kinda look like a generic manhwa character though, but who am I to judge? I'm just a little artist on YouTube. First, I liquefied him again, raised his eyes a little, and fixed up his nose, yada yada yada, flowers for spring. You get the drill. I then changed his skin tone, like, this is the second time, so of course, he was looking a little ghastly when I first looked at him. Improved the face rendering and changed his expression. In the original picture, he was giving hatred, anger, B-U-L-L-Y if you will, so I wanted him to look a little bit more neutral. Just a little laid back, looking at something that doesn't really interest him as much, and someone took a little candid picture of him, but anyway. I didn't really want to do hands, so I just removed the hands completely, but then I just fixed up his clothes and gave him a cute little sparkle chain on his collar. Out of all the pictures I fixed, this one is probably my favorite. I think I did a pretty good job. I love how I changed his expression. Actually, I know there's one more drawing left, but comment down below if I did it justice. I need to know. For these last two pictures, I know I said it was just like one, but it made sense to include these two together. I kind of like the storyline that she did with here. Props to Kooleen for that, and now it's time to fix this. Like the drawing before, it was kind of hard to fix this because they're generally pretty good. So how can I make it look distinctively better than it does now? Then the idea just hit me like a fluorescent light bulb. I went straight into editing this drawing like a crazed scientist who just found the cure for cancer. My script is so weird. Anyway, I began rendering with the goal of making their expressions look more elevated. Why? To make the transition from twink to top very apparent, of course. For the first guy, I gave him a sense of worry and fear because in the original picture, I assumed that he was supposed to be like the bullied kid in elementary and he had to glow up, so I made him look a little worrisome, a little fearful for his life. I added a little shine to his eyes and lips and then moved on to the hair. Honestly, out of all the pictures I fixed, the hair on this one turned out the best. And with that done, it was time to work on Mr. Baldo over here. I made him look more snobby and nonchalant, nonchalant dreadhead if you will. Gave him a small toothpick just to add that sort of punk into the picture, like, oh, I don't care if you're taking this goddamn picture, I'm gonna use this stupid toothpick in my teeth, let me be. And then I gave him some more definition to his cheekbones and gave him some more piercings because, I don't know, to me, if you wear piercings, you kind of look cool, so, yeah, he's a bad boy with those piercings, but now we're done. If you ask me, this one was pretty fun. I like the concept of the two drawings actually in the original picture, so it was pretty fun trying my best to elevate the expressions to make it more impactful. But overall, I had so much fun drawing this picture. These are all of the drawings I fixed. Honestly, if you ask me, I think I did a pretty good job. Pretty good job! I like the flavor I added to these pieces. On a real note, I am so grateful for every single person who viewed my previous video. It warms my heart to see people enjoying my content. For the most part, I only made that first video like I think a year ago or like a lot of months ago. And the reason why is really just I was having fun and I was preparing for college, but now that college is here, it's getting a little hard to have time for myself. So the fact that this is working out, even if it's like just the last video, the fact that that hit a certain milestone and got me to be in this place right now just gives me hope that there are things that can happen for me. So okay, anyway, I hit 200 subscribers and it makes me really happy. I could really just jump for joy right now, but I'm keeping my composure, just keeping it demure, and I'll truly treasure this milestone and just keep creating. I just hope my consistency doesn't fail on me again, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. If you have any suggestions, ideas, or quite literally anything else, just comment it down below and I'll make sure to read them. Have a nice day, night, afternoon, and maybe even midnight for all of those Megaverse beta and alpha believers out there. Baron, signing up.